Ice cream Sundays.
Yeah.
Nuggets of truth.
It's amazing. I'm so used to the technology kind of taking a while, and this just went like that. So I'm super excited about that.
Zap.
Zip, zap, zoom, zoom, zooey. So again, my name is Marita, one who catches lightning with the path of Ish. If you are just hopping on, you are probably one of my followers. So thank you so much for watching from the path of Ish. I'll start sharing in a bit. This is what?
Thank you.
Okay, you take over.
Oh, just give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Ice Cream Sundays with Nougats of Truth. My name is Rose with Live by Design. This is a free offering that we do every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific time in San Francisco Pacific time. We do it on a weekly basis, and we offer free ice cream chakra clearings. Right now I'm wishing for some apple pie and some vanilla ice cream because we have a little apple pie over there that I was just tasting, and it's delicious. And single card readings on a topic of your choice. Now I want to give you a little heads up, little insight here. Here's the deal. We actually run a very, very intimate 5-person Zoom group called Ice Cream Social. It is 3 times a month on a Thursday in the United States, Friday in Australia and New Zealand. And only 5 people at a time get to be in the group. There we provide longer readings, longer clearings, more in-depth work, and it's a really, really affordable offering that we're doing. But because of that, the format of this live that we're doing right now may be changing in the near future because we've been doing this for about 2 years. We're kind of checking in to see, is this still the way we need to be of service? So stay tuned. And if you like what we're doing here, get in on the Ice Cream Socials and get in on this while it lasts. So let's talk about what's going on in the world today while Marita's doing some administrative things.
Please help me. Right now I'm just sharing. So please love, not just like, please share. Sharing is caring and it's free.
Let me tell you a little bit about the work that I do. Right now, I am running a free, super free, live 5-day mini course in my group, the Adventurers Club. My thing is courage. I am all about courage and inspiring courage and encouraging people to live their most adventurous lives. So the mini course that I'm offering right now, you can still get in on it for free, but it won't be up forever. This is a 5-day free mini course, 1 hour at a time, no homework, just 5 videos. We sit down and we do it all together in the mini course. Is happening, and I will put the link in for you to sign up if you're interested, because this course is basically to set you up for courageous action. Marita watched part of it today. I've had other people participating, and they said, you know, that somebody told me it was almost like a complete brain rewiring after day 1. I'm not kidding. You know, the impact of the practices that I'm teaching, which are cumulative, right? So if you come in, I would suggest you start with day 1 if you can. It's okay to hop in partway through, but it's better if you start with day 1. They add on to each other to set you up. They basically prime you so that when you get to the moment where you need to take courageous action in your life, whether it is standing up to a family member, whether it is, you know, asking for that raise, whether it's taking an actual physical risk, right? You are ready. You are more ready to go. You have done the self-work that sets you up to make that courageous action easier. There's 2 more days left. I will be doing a drawing for prizes. There's going to be 5 prizes in total. I'm going to be doing a drawing for prizes several days to a week after the last day of the live. And then after that, it's coming down. I'm going to be taking down the live videos after not too long, because this is a course that I probably will be offering in the future as a recorded course online. So if you're interested, hashtag I am courageous, hashtag I am courageous, and I will give you the information to sign up for the mini course, get into my group. It's super practical. This is really to support you. It's an aspect of self-care, right? When you set yourself up to do work, whether it's nurturing or challenging, that makes your life easier and better going forward, that is self-care, right? Self-care is not just about bubble baths. So with that being said, again, welcome to Ice Cream Sundays with Nougats of Truth. This is a collaboration between me and my partner, Marita, one who catches lightning. I'm with Live by Design. My partner's work is known as the Path of Ish. And this is one of a few collaborative offerings we bring to the world. Our moon ceremony is coming up, but we'll tell you a little bit about that later. So until then, welcome. Welcome to everybody. We'd love to know where you're coming in from. Vicki Smith. Hi, Mandy Wilson. Who else have we got here? Ferna Lee. Marianne. Hi. Kylie. Awesome. So good to see all of you. Jessica
from Australia.
Yay. Welcome. So we are going to have people getting on. If you are interested in getting an ice cream chakra clearing or a reading today, Marita, do you want to tell them about how they would go about doing that? Maybe a little about the ice cream chakra clearings.
Yeah. So how do you get on the list? So we run things a little bit different than just kind of all those readers. We kind of do oracle cards as a secondary thing. Hello, Akko. Our primary thing that we love, hi Sherry, to do is
I love oracle card readings. Don't diss them.
I'm not dissing them. I'm just saying you can get that in a lot of places.
I know, but they can't get this in a lot of places.
Exactly.
Continue.
Hi, Mandy. What we are looking to do is ice cream chakra clearings or oracle card reading. So how do you get one? So Kylie, you're asking. Look, Kylie already knows.
Yeah,
Kylie's awesome. Kylie asked for a card reading. She gave a specific, question, and then she gave us permission. So that's what we're looking for. So if you want a card reading, your specific question, and then permission. And then if you want a chakra clearing, permission, boom, that's how you do it. So we do go an extra step to make sure that you're all in, right? If you're first off, a lot of people kind of just like hop on and off and they're like, I want this. And then when they finally get there, like, wait a minute, what are we doing? So we just want to make sure. So Kylie, yes, you will be number one. I keep a list. I check it twice. If you must be present to win. So if you are one of those hoppers, then you want to keep, and you get online, if I come to you and you're not there and I've called you a few times, we just move on to the next person.
So what is an ice cream chakra clearing?
So an ice cream chakra clearing. So we, of course, if you're know about chakras, multiple traditions talk about them. They're energy centers in the body. We usually work just with the main 7. Sometimes it goes a little off to other ones, but instead of using color, light, which is usually what they're associated with, we use ice cream flavors. Why? Because we want you to have a somatic experience, right? Get you in your body. So that means that we rely on 2 systems that actually have a quicker connection to your memory center than anything else, which is smell and taste. Smell and taste go to your memory center. So you remember something, you taste it, you salivate. There is a link to thinking, and salivating. That happens. Therefore, you see a picture of something yummy and you're like, you start salivating. So that's how we kind of link into those systems. And then we have fun with that. And I believe that they kind of lead for kind of a deeper kind of clearing and connection, and also it involves you, and also it's fun. Ice cream's fun. And it takes usually 400 repetitions to create a new neural pathway. With fun, it's only 20. So let's have fun together. So Kylie Tagger is here. Let's start with Kylie. Sherry, do you want a card or a clearing? Just let us know. Sherry Reese.
Will you ring the bell for Kylie? And Kylie is a card reading, right?
Yeah. Card reading is relationship is over, just beginning. We're at a crossroads.
Okay, Kylie. I'm going to draw that card for you right now. Today we are using the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. Diving for light. This is the card that I drew for you, Kylie. This is a beautiful card. Look at this. This is absolutely a deep energy of the water and the ocean, diving deep into the ocean, right? Diving for light. I love this idea of descending in order to search for light. We don't always think about descending as something that we would do when we're searching for the light. We talk about descending into the darkness, right? Descending into the shadow, diving down to get into the deep, dark parts of ourselves. The reason that I think you got this card is it's encouraging you because you're at a crossroads. What it's telling you is that in order to get clear about what choice you need to make, you both need to dive down, go deeper, whether this is something that you can do together or separate as individuals, or whether this is something that just you are going to be able to do, because you obviously can't control your partner. To dive down, dive for the light, dive down inside yourself and seek out your desires. It's time to get really clear about what you value, what you want for yourself in your life, what excites you. To dive down into yourself, not in terms of the relationship, but to really, really look at who you are. What is that light inside of you? What is the thing that you desire and that you want to create in life, and who you're trying to be in the world, separate from this relationship? And I know it can be challenging to do that when you're with somebody. Like, how do you mentally separate it out? Like, it's almost like it's just always there sometimes, right? But it's really important for you. And I would suggest that you do this while you are not with them in the room. Be on your own. Be in a different room, be in a different space, go out and be in nature and do this exercise, do this exploration. There's some tips and tools that I have through my work that I give to my clients for this exact type of work, where you're really looking at, like, what is your purpose? What is your what is your special genius? What is the light that you're bringing into the world? That is where you're going to discover whether your paths are aligned. If you guys don't have a sense of what your desires are and what your values are and what your goals are as individuals, it's going to be really hard to figure out whether or not you should stay together, because you're just trying to figure out, like, do we fit together in the relationship? Well, you're not going to know that, really. That's why it's might be like a fumbling around feeling, because if you aren't connected to these, then how are you going to know if you actually work together? Right? Do you have anything you want to add?
No.
Okay. There you go, Kylie. Good luck. Let me know how that landed for you. All right.
Okay.
Belle. Ooh, I get to be the director now. Vanna White, Belle.
Sherry Reese, you are up, making sure Sherry's here. Just write in the comments, Sherry, making sure you're still here. Then we'll do Mandy. I keep writing. I know. I have a little. Mandy Willen. Good to see you. You always watch me. Thank you so much. And I think, Mandy, we should do a clearing.
Okay.
And then Leah Simpson, we're going to do a clearing.
Awesome. Hello to everybody who's joining us. Again, this is Ice Cream Sundays with Nougats of Truth. My name is Rose. This is my partner, Marita. This is a collaborative offering we give every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific time in the United States. So if you're joining us and you haven't asked for a reading or a clearing, hop on and let us know where you're joining us from.
Yep.
Where are you at in the world? We'd love to know. This live has reached people around the entire globe over the past 2 years that we've done it, with thousands and thousands of people. And so we love to know and understand, where are those connections being made, right? So let us know in the comments. Sherry Reese.
Yep.
What was the question?
Be in a relationship soon.
All right, reading it one more time.
Oh,
Card reading.
Awesome. Mandy Willen, you're next. And then Leah Simpson, both of you for clearings. Sherry Reese, can I ask, what do you suggest in terms of card or clearing? Let me see. Before I pull something. I love these conversations via, what's they say? Do you want us to pull a card, Sherry? Or are you asking us whether you should get a card or clearing? I'll just wait for the response
You
here.
asked a pretty clear question. So.
I know there's a slight delay.
Yeah, it's been actually pretty.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Card or clearing? What should we do? She wants to know if she'll be in a relationship soon.
I think we should do a card.
We're doing a card. So again, my name is Marita, one who catches lightning with the path of Ish. Thank you so much for joining me here. You'll definitely see me tomorrow on Magical Mondays with Marita. That's just what I've named it. Well, I'll go over whatever's guided to me to share. Usually it's something around the Mayan calendar. So the IX in the path of Ish is not the number 9. It's actually the path of the Jaguar.
So Sherry, we did a card pull for you. We pulled 2 cards because they were stuck together. We've got restore and replenish and bring it into form. So this is a beautiful time of year to think about this exact process, right? We're moving into the fall and winter. This is a great time to take some time to restore, to replenish yourself, to take care of yourself, go within a little bit. And then from there, from that place, it's time to take action and start calling into your life what you want and start working on it and doing the things that help the universe bring you what you need. Manifestation of a relationship is not just about believing that it's out there and laying in your bed at home and never putting yourself out into the world. First of all, that's just not how it works. Second of all, what is your life made up of if you're just like sitting at home waiting for a relationship to come? Is your life exciting to you? Probably not. So to me, this reading is saying yes, but not right this moment. It's going to be a little while. You need to first go into this place to take care of yourself and replenish yourself. And then you're going to go back into the expansion, the exploration, the reaching out and connecting, right? This bring it into form is not a passive card. This is an active card. This is about you participating in the creation of your desires in that area. Want to add something to that?
No, and I think that's why it's necessary for this rest. You know, this is the time not just of rest, but of dreaming, right? Of really kind of getting focused. What is your dream? Today in the Mayan calendar, it's about dreaming, but dreaming from that point of, you know, the number 7. So it's kind of like, you know, dream big, think twice, measure 7 times. That's what I'm about to post that. Just let you know. And so that means, you know, yeah, measure. Where are your boundaries? What do you really want? I met this one because I made a list.
Sexy.
I put out a list, like, what is it that I really want? And who do I want to be in a partnership? Yeah. What do I want from a partner? What does that look like? What does that feel like? You know, and you write it out. And so it gives you, you know, a good, clear map, you know, not just profile, but map, really, not just like 5 foot whatever or 6 foot whatever in a partner, you know, but really what's the kind of relationship that you want?
Yeah.
You know, one that's nurturing and the caring, you know, one where, you know, you allow each other, you know, space to deal with your own stuff, you know, to be responsible for it, you know, it's not just have to carry it all the time for the other one. So all of that, you know, I think it's a good time to dream and make a nice list. Okay.
Awesome.
Yes, I need a list. Good. Write that list, Sherry.
And get specific.
Yeah, very specific. Trust me.
Yeah, why not? Like about how you want to be treated. It's also going to bring your attention to how you want to treat yourself, which means the first time that you go in to meet people, you're going to like know so much more off the bat whether that person's going to be able to meet you and your needs, because you're like, oh, don't take on projects. By projects, I mean people who are projects. This is like a classic mistake that people make.
You're supposed to work on yourself, not fixing other people. Fix yourself. Worry about yourself.
At least at the beginning, right? In a relationship over time, we're always going to be supporting each other in growth and change. But if you start out by meeting somebody and being like, there's so much potential. No, Go run the other way. That's somebody else's right person
Have someone meet you. Have someone meet you.
for a concert.
Hey, hey.
Okay. That was a little inside joke about how we met.
Mahalo. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sherry.
Mandy Willen, making sure you're still on, and then Leah Simpson, you would be next. If you're enjoying this, make sure you subscribe to our Ice Cream Sunday with Nougats of Truth group. I'd love to see you there. Also, Rose has this amazing group called, what's your courage group called?
The Adventurers Club.
So you're having a little adventure there?
No, I was sneaking it in. We
The
have an elderly cat over here that we're trying to assist. So
the Adventurers Club, she's doing an amazing live right now. So make sure you go check it up, sign up for that.
Free mini course, a live free mini course called 5 Days to a More
Yeah,
Courageous
and I'm not
You.
talking like a mini course like a lot of people do where it's a whole sales pitch, the whole thing, and they give you like 5 minutes. No, literally, I sat down today. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in school. It was good.
That's not fun. School
in the sense of like I'm actually being nurtured and working. Like I'm learning.
I like that. That
I'm
sounds better.
learning.
I know it's funny that you said that because I was actually in a few groups. That's what I said. I was like, this isn't one of those mini courses that's really just a webinar that gives you no information and then makes you buy something. This is something where I'm giving you everything to do what I'm talking about for free. And it's to set you up to take the next step. There is a course I'm going to be offering after it, but this is like a whole course.
She's breaking all the rules that business coaches tell you to do.
That's true.
You really are. Anyways. Okay, Mandy Willen.
A lot of those rules haven't worked for me. So, you know.
Yeah, I hate all those that are like, this is going to be a thing. And
then you just sit there
at the last minute, you're like,
zero value.
Wait, I have to buy the pills that you just decided to make to make me stronger. I don't think so. Just teach me how to do a push-up correctly.
That's how I felt the one time I got conned into coming to somebody's graduation at Landmark Forum. It was like a 45-minute graduation. And then I got sucked into a 3-hour sales pitch. I left partway through because I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I did not agree to this.
Okay, Mandy, here we go. We're going to do a chakra clearing as we clear our space in our room with that. There you go, Mandy. Let's do a chakra clearing.
Ooh, that looks like fun. What are these cards for?
I don't know. You're just pulling cards right now. We're doing a clearing.
These look like the same. You pulled that one first.
I know. I'm just pulling a card. Here we go.
Cool.
Here we do the clearing.
One more ding.
One more ding. Hi, Tish. Welcome. Here we go, Mandy. Mandy Willen doing an ice cream clearing today. You know, I know you're saying that there's something going on in your third eye, but what I'm seeing, you know how they talk about the head-heart connection? There's also a head-gut connection because actually when you're being formed, right, as humans are forming, blah, 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 the head and the gut are formed at the same time. So for me, this is more of like a third chakra connection and second chakra. So this is really about.
I got the third eye covered.
Oh, she's got the third eye.
You go ahead.
I'm going to go with the gut. She's going to go with the third eye. She didn't even read about the third eye. So you're going to get it anyway. So this clearing for these two chakras is really the conversation between the two. That's what's stuck. The conversation between your sexuality and your creativity and how you want to be out in the world. So there's something here.
So second and third.
Didn't I say that?
I was just.
I don't know.
Sometimes I
don't know what I
might
say.
have missed it. So I just wanted to make sure I understood what was happening.
So between the second and the third chakra, there's a misconnection. They're not communicating well. They're bleeding and leaking into each other, right? What does that mean? That means that your sense of creativity sometimes is leaking up into how you're doing and vice versa. So you have, como se dice, you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting that your creativity is good enough to put out there, that who you are is good enough to put out there. You're not allowing yourself to trust your instincts. And and because of that, you're not allowing yourself to value time for yourself, right? And to be able to rest and renegotiate and really get into that ability to dream, not just deal with conflict, but dream from a deep dream of where do you really, where if anything was possible, because it is, what would you bring into your life if anything was possible? And don't look at your limitations. Don't look at your conditions right now. Don't look at any of this, right? I'm not spiritually bypassing. All I'm saying, hey, dream big. If you could dream really, what's the biggest dream? What does that feel like? And that will start informing you where you are allowing yourself to dream and allowing yourself to be creative in your second chakra and where you're not. Or are you saying, no, I can't do that because if I dream too big, then other people, get jealous, and all those stories that we tell ourselves. So this is an opportunity to clear the air, clear your gut, go with your instinct, go with that instinct that not of just self-preservation, but the ability to truly express yourself in this world in the way that you express yourself, that you are, right? We're all supposed to be different. We're not all supposed to be the same, even though society teaches, Western society teaches us that, right? Everyone wear the same pants, the same shirt. We all look the same. No, this is about you being yourself. Okay.
I've heard dream big 3 times in the last 24 hours.
God, I need to remind myself too,
This flavor that I'm getting for your third eye is actually rhubarb. And for me, this is like a very energizing flavor. Rhubarb is really tart. Rhubarb is actually something that has a very strong acid in it. It is a very bright, energetic flavor. And the reason that I'm getting this for your third eye is because it's actually kind of supporting what Marita is talking about, the idea of dreaming big. Dreaming first happens with our eyes closed, right? Dreaming first happens inside. And the goal for you is to begin to dream that big dream inside yourself. And then through your connection with the world, by opening your eyes, starting to create those dreams in the world. This flavor is coming through for you to support the connection between these dreams, these desires, these things that you see in the world, these big possibilities, beginning to bring them into creation through the power of your intuition, your intellect, your mind, all of these things. Our minds are so powerful. I was reading a study the other day, and I'm going to share about it in my group soon, about how our expectations can absolutely shape our capability and our performance. And I want to give you an example that was really powerful to me. When people have eye exams, you know how you're used to reading the letters at a certain size for each line, right? When you go to get your eyes checked, at the top line, they're the biggest, and the next line, they're biggest down, the next line, they're just a little bit smaller, right? So when they actually made the top lines of it smaller, people could read further down in the chart because they usually expected to be able to read to the 4th or 5th line. People's ability to see actually improved based on their expectations. This is not just something, right? This is a physical thing that we think of as being somewhat fixed. It's not always true. Our minds are very powerful, right? So this is for you. And I use the example of sight specifically because your sight and what you can envision in the world is going to be a powerful way to make those dreams become reality. You don't have to understand how it's going to happen right now. Your focus is to focus on creating the dreams and envisioning the dreams inside yourself, and then open your eyes. All right, there we go.
There you go.
Ding. You're Vanna White today. You got to do this.
I'm doing too many things over here. Okay. Thank you, Leah. Disconnecting. Leah
Simpson.
Leah Simpson. Just seeing if you're still here. Joe Zavalolgi. I don't know. Cassandra. Seeing. Hi, Cassandra. Good to see you. We got some.
Zalavolgi. Or Volgi.
Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Mandy.
Thanks, Cassandra.
So Lee, just making sure you're with us. Lee Simpson. Okay, here we go. Clearing, and then Joe, you're next, and then Cassandra, you're next. Okay. pomegranate.
Mm.
What I'm getting, Joe, you're next. For you, Lee, is pomegranate. And Leah. I can't see. I have to put my glasses on. Leah.
Ironic after the last.
Ironic after the last thing.
Just imagine that it's bigger.
I know. So Leah, what I'm getting is pomegranate seeds. And I've always thought that when you open up a pomegranate, it kind of imitates the chambers of your heart, you know, kind of like how they're kind of spread out to a certain degree if you do it straight in half. So there's something here about like the segmenting, right? How you compartmentalize things, compartimentos, and how it's time to let go of that. That instead of like seeing a time or place and just kind of storing it for a rainy day to like mull over when and get angry about it, or like carry that anger or carry that information. Sometimes we carry information to protect ourselves from being hurt. And now what it's saying is like, you've carried a lot of that already, and it's time to let that go and time for new seeds to come, right? You keep your seeds here, you keep your things here, and you're not planting anything. You're not allowing the opportunity for something new to grow in your life.
Hello, that's our old cat.
Because you just keep it all here to yourself. And believe it or not, if you don't plant seeds can go bad, right? Seeds can go bad if not stored properly. And so this pomegranate is just to be like, get rid of the old seeds. They don't work anymore. They're just informing yourself from your past. It's time to come into zoom of a pomegranate and plant lusciousness and deliciousness and freshness into your life. That's what I'm getting.
Awesome. I got strawberry, but not the strawberry ice cream where the strawberries are in the ice cream. This was very specifically like ice cream, like vanilla ice cream with strawberries over the top, when you let it like fresh and you kind of mash them up and they turn into like this beautiful, fresh, tart syrup, right? Not sugary or cooked down, but just strawberries, just fresh over the top of that ice cream. Didn't you just say something about freshness?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's this energy of like, this energy of spring. And I know in the Northern Hemisphere, we are not moving into spring. We are moving into fall and moving into winter, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes the patterns of our own growth and kind of withdrawal and shift and create and go within and then create. And then, it doesn't always have to follow the patterns of the seasons. And Marita's probably going to be annoyed with me for saying this because Marita's so like, connected to that work. But me personally, sometimes my patterns, they don't follow those rules. I'm one of those people. They'll be like, oh, if you just do this, then everything will line up and you'll just be in line with it. No, that doesn't happen for me sometimes. And so I'm here to give you permission to follow your own rhythm and follow your own pattern and understand when a model doesn't work for you, it's time to tune back into yourself. It's time to tune back in. And I get the sense that right now, this energy that this is supporting you is encouraging you to move into a time that is like your own spring. It's the energy of creation, of things beginning to grow, of seeds that you've planted beginning to like put on leaves and start to have fruit, not fully summer, not fully like ripe fall harvest, but that there is an energy of spring and energizing here for you. And I don't know what area it's in for you, but this is actually for your third energy center, for your solar plexus, for your purpose in the world. There's a lot going on that might dissuade you to feel like, oh, now is the time to be expansive and creative and thrive. But this is here to tell you, don't make your own pattern fit what's happening in the world. You don't have to fit. You can respond, you can hold space, you can be connected to it, but you don't have to follow the flow, the path, the emotions that other people are feeling right now. In fact, in many ways, if we are not overwhelmed, if we are not in that place, we are responsible to show up how we are, to support others who are, right? We don't need everybody's energies to be the same. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Disconnecting.
Thank you so much. Hey, Joe, seeing if you're still with us, then Cassandra, seeing where we're at then. Again, my name is Marita, one who catches lightning with the path of Ish. Thanks so much. If you haven't followed or liked my page, please go check it out. At IX, people think it's 9. It's actually Ish for the Mayan symbol of jaguar. So if you're into jaguars and other things, come join me. Also, check out Rose's Live by Design and also join her Adventurers Club. It's called The Adventurers Club. We can leave a link here later.
Absolutely.
Rose is literally, not literally, she is giving a free class. No promo, no nothing. It's literally 5 days of a free class. She's in her 3rd day today, 2 more days to go. So she's doing it in her group. So join her group and you can catch the recordings. It's really powerful work and it's really free. There's no sales pitch. It's quite amazing.
Well, there will be a sales pitch
at the end, but you get 5 free days.
Yeah,
Other than that,
it's not going to be one of those, before you get the rest of the course, I'm going to give you a sales pitch.
it's none of those.
I'm
We
just
don't
not
do
doing
that.
that.
We do the real thing over here. You know,
Yeah.
some people have businesses, we have paths. So we walk our path.
I think it should be normalized that we get offerings from people on how to continue to work with them. I think that people freak out about that and it shouldn't be a big deal. But what I don't like is feeling trapped by a sales pitch when I didn't expect one. I'm not a fan. I'm a super big fan of normalizing sales. I am not a fan of feeling trapped by them.
Yeah. Okay, Joe, here we go. We're doing a clearing for you. I don't know why I'm grabbing the cards because we're doing a clearing. Okay, here we go. So the first flavor just came in like this, rompope. So Joe, in where I grew up, in Mexico, rompope is a drink. I think they also do it in Spain, maybe. Made by the nuns. It's like an alcoholic milk drink. You know, it's like milky. I mean, it has cream. It's a cream, like an Irish cream kind of a version, kind of a thing, but with rum. So it's like a rum creamy drink. And so for me, what comes in with this flavor, you're making me really nervous when you're doing this. What comes in with this, what comes in with this flavor is the idea of sacred time. So this is really about, are you making sure to spend time with yourself? And are you actually allowing yourself to be sacred? This is for your first chakra, your connection to Mother Earth, your connection to family, your connection to yourself. If that is unstable, the rest is unstable. So this is saying, this is time to really look into all the big things and in particularly the small things. Are you bringing ceremony into your everyday life? Ceremony can be something simple, is that when you take a sip of water, you thank the water. You thank the water that you're drinking, thank the water inside of you. This is really about honoring everything in your life, everything that you consume, everything that you do, everything that's a part of you, walking in a sacred way so you can learn how to be sacred yourself and recognize your sacredness, recognize your earth, your connection, and how important that is.
Beautiful. I got kumquat for you.
Oh, there you go.
I love kumquats. They're so bright and fresh. And it's that thing where, like, I don't know if you've ever had them, but the inside is the sour part. It's the rind that's sweet often, right? Which we don't expect with citrus, for the rind to be the sweet part. But you roll them in your hands, you know, you get them all like, you get the rind kind of like oiled and broken up. You get the inside all soft, and then you just eat them whole. And they're like such a punch, you know, they're so intense and bright and flavorful and tart and sweet, everything all together. The reason I got this flavor, this is for your third eye and your crown chakra. You need a lift. You need a pick me up. You need like, lemon cleanse up there. You need to just like, pow, like, clear all the shit out. And the energizing flavor of kumquat is the way that I'm getting guidance you need to do it, not by going in and thinking about where your thinking is going wrong, not about going in and getting really grounded. It's going in and just being like, lemon wash, kumquat alert. Like, it's not about bringing in heaviness. It's not about bringing in like really intense focus. It's about bringing in fun. It's about bringing in high energy. And it's about bringing in the natural cleansing power of like light, citrus, freshness, right? The things in our life that we go out into the world and they give us that like, ooh, right? Songs, listening to music is another great way that you can tap into this power. What music makes you want to just like, you know? So that is the flavor that I got for you. I'm not going to explain it anymore because it's pretty simple. But just let that kind of wash through you and boom, done. Get it out. Doesn't have to be long. There you go.
Awesome. Beautiful. Disconnecting.
Okay.
Cassandra, are you still with us? Let us know if you're still with us. If not,
Are you
Ruth.
still with us?
I hope everyone's doing well. We missed last week because we almost had to evacuate. So thank you for everyone who was patient enough and sent us some good messages.
Yeah, thank you. There was a lot of sweet messages in support of that, and we appreciate you. We don't live in California anymore, but surprisingly, we had a wildfire, a grass fire, not that far from our house up here. So,
yeah.
Happens.
Christine, I love what you wrote. I have a room full of not so spiritual inclined loving this. It's on speaker. They turn off the football game. Whoa, we beat football. Woo!
That's amazing.
Joe, thanks so much.
I'm going to use that, by the way, as like our new thing. I'll be like, we actually won versus football.
Hello, Christine's friends. Good to have you. Cassandra, here we go. I'm so sorry for the loss of your grandfather. So she wants a clearing in regards to that.
Okay.
You know, we'll throw in a clearing and we'll throw in a good like walk, a little bit of a walk for your grandfather. So to negotiate some, if you would like, let me know. If you don't know what that means, you can write. What are you talking about, Marita?
I got the flavor of toasted rice. This is a flavor that often goes in tea, right? But toasted rice, it has a real nuttiness to it. But the reason I got this flavor, because this is specifically in regards to your grandfather's passing, is this sense of really being connected to all the life cycles of the earth, right? I just imagine walking through a field. You can totally imagine. I don't know if you've seen the movie Gladiator. Do you remember the movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe? There's this part where he's like walking through the field on his way home and he's just like running his hand over the top of the grains that are growing. I think it's probably
I love that scene.
And it's a scene that comes back as he's dying too, as he's returning to his family.
Yeah.
And there's something about the energy of this rice that is connected to that. It's connected to the walk home that Marita described. It's connected to how food ties us to our ancestors, not just because of the way that they would grow food and make food and eat food are coming through our families, but also because the bones of our ancestors are in the food that we eat. All of the things that break down into this earth, no matter how, right? You can go as far back as you want. At some point, all of those little, creatures in the ocean were our ancestors. The energy, the materials of our ancestors, the energy that came from the stars, the materials that were created in the universe, it's all part of our ancestral lineage, and that is in the food that we eat every single day. And there's something about the sacredness of really connecting to the story of how all of this comes together, the power of the sun to be transformed into a plant, to be harvested, right? To be transformed again into energy by our bodies. And this flavor came through for you to support your root chakra and it's really the whole bottom 3 chakras. It's the whole lower part of your chakra system that has to do with your gut. It has to do with your connection to family and your connection to home. What do you got?
I got a song. Irimaya Kenaya Irimaya Keyamayana Wenkenayema Wenkenameyema. So let the vibration, the song, and the flavors of rice come through and unite and ground and provide stillness and peace in your crown. Song for your third eye to calm everything down, to unite the heavens and the earth, and that was and will be and will is now. Okay.
I'm going to offer one more thing to you, which is connect to the wind.
I am.
You know, the wind carries things all around this planet. It can carry your worries, it can carry your prayers, it can carry your breath, it can carry your stories, it can carry your memories, it can carry all kinds of things, right? Birds, plants, pollen, seeds, water, weather. So just to, excuse me, got something in my eye. Shouldn't be any surprise to my partner since I'm the queen of getting things in my eye. Connect to wind and let it support you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Disconnecting. Oh, apparently I'm Vanna White now. Usually I'm the one working the bell over here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the tiniest Tibetan bowl that we've been able to find anywhere. You can see how tiny it is in comparison to my face. I do have kind of a big face. Well, big head, really. Marita likes to joke about it. Most sunglasses give me headaches. I have to wear kind of big hats. Not as big as your brother, but big. So, but you can still see this is still tiny. Still really little.
Ruth, are you still with us?
And then that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to be doing a final card and clearing for the group at the end. You have the option to participate. This is not mandatory. We will be asking permission to do this, and you can let us know in the comments. We'll tell you how to do that in just a moment.
Also, if you love the moon as much as we do, Rose and I have a moon circle. We do full moon and dark moon. Our full moon will be up Thursday, I believe, is a full moon.
Correct.
We are still coming up with a topic, so stay tuned. But hashtag moon if you want to join. I should put up the tickets and topic this week. One of the reasons that we don't know the topic is we usually meditate to make sure that we are offering what is needed.
Oh, God. Okay. Leia.
This cat really loves to sit on the computers.
She likes to be in the middle of the business.
She does. She does.
Oh.
Okay. Ruth is still here.
There you go, baby.
Okay.
Let me get this out of your way.
Okay, we're going to do the final one-on-one card for Ruth.
Okay, and then we'll do the card and clearing for the group.
And if you're interested in moon, hashtag moon, and I'll private message you a link, right? So the tickets, we have drop-in tickets, or you can join our Patreon, but you have to check your messenger. So if you look message requests, that is where I'll be lurking, being like, you said you wanted the moon ceremony, right? So
if you really want it, go to your message requests.
Yeah, hashtag moon if you're interested, and we'll set up a link. Okay.
And we do record it. So if you are not able to make it at the time that we do it, which will be 3 p.m. Pacific time, US on Thursday. So that would be Friday if you're tuning in from Australia or New Zealand. We record it and we will send it out just a little while after we finish, so you can still participate in time to be relevant for this moon. Okay. All right. What's the question?
We're doing a clearing.
I thought you told me it was a card.
No, we're doing a clearing.
Okay.
Just need an extra little one. So the flavor that I'm getting, so there's a candy here in the United States, and I don't know if you have it in New Zealand, but it's called Milk Duds here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, well, I'm thinking of Milk Duds and Whoppers. They're two different things. We'll go with Milk Duds. So it's this caramel inside, right?
It's like a really chewy caramel inside.
Really chewy caramel inside with kind of a chocolate outside. But the chocolate isn't really dark. It's kind of a milk chocolate. So with the toffee, it's like, it has this really interesting flavor. So this is what I'm getting actually for your throat chakra, to be able to, I keep hearing like Sade smooth operator, you know, it's time to speak in a different way, in a different tone. If you've been having run-ins with people lately and misunderstandings, sometimes it's the tone. And I'm not talking about speaking loud or speaking soft or singing everything like I like to do sometimes. It's
most of the time.
Most of the time. It's the vibration. So what does that mean? I could say blue with one vibration behind it, or I could say blue with a different vibration. Not just tone of how I move my words, but it's the intention. This is saying that your intentions and how you're speaking aren't allowing you to speak from your heart. It's speaking from your wounds. It's speaking from your lack of trust in others and yourself. You're speaking from the place of long hurts that have come up for healing. You're speaking from your hopelessness, right? Even though despite you might be saying cheery words, there's this sense of hopelessness behind it. I'll give you one quick example. Someone posted this amazing post today saying that a whole town got together to pray for rain, right? It was an example, but only one kid showed up with an umbrella. Here they are all gathering to pray for rain, and only one person has hope. So this is talking about, this is time to bring hope back, to clear those wounds from when you're talking from.
I got the flavor of chocolate colored strawberries. I know it's funny because I got another strawberry one today, but I don't know why strawberries are coming up again, but I trust it because this flavor meaning is very different than the last one. This flavor meaning is all about nostalgia. And it's talking about how those times that you think were simple and sweet and perfect, they weren't. They weren't actually, right? We often have a romantic perspective on our own pasts. Not always, right? We might have a very negative perspective on our past too, but the times that we tend to have very strong emotional nostalgia for, were almost never as good or simple as we remember them being. It's just a thing that our brains do. It's a thing that our emotions do. It's a thing that sometimes happens when we're tired and we're feeling grief, maybe over a story that it was supposed to be simpler than it actually is. It was supposed to be easier. The system was supposed to work. Our lives were supposed to unfold a different way, whatever it is. And it's time to let that grief out, but you need to figure out, what is the story that you're mourning that's having you desire to go back to these sweet times? You know, and so the chocolate covered strawberry is like that representation of that sweet time, that sort of like that treat that you used to get that was connected to some experience that you used to have, whether it was like going to the fair or going to your favorite sweets shop, or like a thing that you would have around a certain holiday. It's reminding you that simple and having simple pleasure, when we're denying the complexity of what was really happening, we're sort of cheating ourselves in a way. It doesn't have to be that simple or good all around for things to be pleasurable, for us to take away enjoyment and carry it forward. And when we deny the other pieces, it makes it really, really hard for us to be happy again, because we have a story that to be happy, to feel that way that we have retroactively imagined ourselves feeling, and all the things that we imagined were happening at the time supporting it, we think then it should be really, really simple and easy. And why are we struggling? And why is this hard? All these stories start to come up about why we are failing at it right now. So let this chocolate strawberry ice cream, this is for your third eye and your crown, but it's really for your mind and your heart. It is to allow the grief to come through about the story that you need to let go of And that can be really hard to let go of when you want things to feel good and to get some just relaxation, right?
Okay.
So just let that sink in. We're going to move on to the final card and clearing of the group. So just breathe out. Remember to breathe. Everybody who's getting these clearings, it can bring up a lot of stuff. So remember to just breathe. Just breathe. You don't have to think or do anything too hard. Just return to your breath as many times as it takes. Okay?
Beautiful. Glad that it resonated. So now we're on our final card and clearing. You can just write permission granted to receive this, or you can write what you're letting go or bringing in. If you write nothing, you will not receive the energetics of it. It's pretty simple, right? You have to ask to receive.
This is a consent-based work that we're doing here. So we're big on making sure that you are actively asking for what you want and need to participate in. It's a practice that we don't always have, right? Awesome.
Okay. That being said, Rose will draw a card, or do you want me to draw a card and you want to do the clearing?
I'll do it.
Okay. Rose will draw a card and I'll do a clearing for the group.
I'm ready for some more apple pie right now.
The flavor that I got was peanut butter. Now, peanuts are legumes. Peanuts grow on the ground. I'm obsessed with peanut butter.
Final message. I'm obsessed with peanut butter.
But this is really about
# true facts of Marita's today.
This is also about our connection to Mother Earth. You know, peanuts grow underground. They know how to navigate and how to be underground. So peanuts and peanut butter and things that grow underground, some squashes grow underground. No, wait a minute. No,
Squash do
not grow underground. They grow on top of the ground. But things like potatoes, that does grow underground. I should know. I actually garden. We grow food. This is the funny thing. In my magical world, it's upside down. No. But anyways, to have that conversation with Mother Earth, if you are having trouble rooting, right? And always ask for permission. Always ask for a root. Don't just go out there and start drilling holes into Mother Earth without permission, figuratively and in reality, right? So if you're having trouble keeping things together, get peanut butter in your life. So this is coming actually for your third eye, to kind of clear things out, to ground things in, right? To make it nice and delicious and easy, and get what's not supposed to be there. Stick to all those parts that don't need to be there. They sometimes clean people with peanut butter if they get something that's gum. Yeah, if you get gum, if you have gummy gunk in your brain, just run that peanut butter through that gunk in that brain and let it just clear it out, right? I love this. I actually love this analogy. So let that happen, let that go, let all those wandering thoughts, anything that you're trying to talk yourself out of, new truths, abilities to dream, new realities. Hey, life is not easy. It was never meant to be. Whoever told you that? No. But we can live with ease. We can make decisions to learn from our emotions and move on.
This is the card we got for you, ladies and gentlemen, folks, distinguished guests, all the humans,
all y'alls,
of the beautiful race that we are a part of.
All you creatures out there.
Be the hunter, not the hunted. What does this mean? It means if you notice yourself feeling disempowered and being in a place of reacting to another person, feeding somebody else's needs all the time, but never quite getting to your own, right? There's some stories that need to be challenged in you. It's time for you to start seeing more clearly. You saw that card had the owl on it. To see through what is going on, what is pushing you. There's a certain amount of the pressure that is probably being placed on you from yourself. Now, I don't know what type of situation you are in to know how much of that pressure is internal versus how much is external, right? But this is telling you to pay attention to where you have power in your decisions and own the choices that you are making. Really own that shit. Because nobody else is going to be responsible for you at the end of your life. Nobody else gets to take your place in the casket, okay? Just you. The other piece of this that I want you to know is that there's a message coming.
Owls do carry message. Are you okay?
I have fuzz in my eye from this one, probably.
Well, probably because you were trying to.
Don't even. There's a message coming for each of you. And you're going to have to answer. Like it's going to be like a question or something that you have to respond to. And there may be a timeline on that, but it is really important for you to slow down and get really clear about what you really stand. Because it's going to be an important one for you to respond to. And it doesn't matter how seemingly small or how melodramatic and big it seems. It is going to be important in your empowerment. We were just talking about empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be about your empowerment as well. When I say empowerment, I'm not talking about the facade or trappings of empowerment. I'm talking about an internal, known, felt experience of empowerment and being empowered in your decisions and your choices and how they are shaping your life. Okay?
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Thanks everyone who joined us on Ice Cream Sundays with Nougats of Truth. Stay tuned for more offerings. Again, join the Adventurers Club. Right now, Rose is her third day in a 5-day class.
5 days to a more courageous you. It's to get you primed for courageous action.
I know I took it and now I'm saying things to her. She's like, maybe I shouldn't have taught you that. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not true.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Fun. The next thing we have to offer, if you are needing support this week, is our moon ceremony. So #mooning, we will send you information on that. We do not have Ice Cream Social this week. So if you need that community building, #moon. We will see you then. Thank you, everyone. Remember to live your life
To the sweetest.
We'll